According to the group calling themselves the Nine Colonels, the government is making a mistake for moving forward with its promise to finally abolish conscription. In their most recent statement, the group said efforts to recruit volunteers over the past 3 recruit camp cycles had failed, with the current number of soldiers standing at 344 instead of its normal strength of 420. The colonels want conscription kept on the books in the way the OBA government did when it amended the law.
And his number one recommendation.
But in the eyes of staunch conscription abolitionists and human rights campaigner Larry Marshall Sr., the colonels do not understand the issue.
Collectively, we are looking at a non-entity seeking to, remain relevant at the expense of human rights. This is a group that has the audacity to criticize the amount of volunteers recently going into warrior camp, but yet this is indeed an all-time high, and I think the past 2 years it's been like 65 and 60 respectively. And to put that in context, during their time there was an average of 1, maybe 2 volunteers a year, and that was not consistent with the requirements of the 1965 Defense Act.
The independent defense review established by the former government recommended that conscription be maintained in order to preserve the Royal Bermuda Regiment and the security of Bermudians. However, Mr. Marshall, whose group battled the government all the way to the Privy Council on the issue, believes this is not about numbers.
Conscription is an egregious violation of human rights. It actually violates 7 of our 14 fundamental human rights and individual freedoms in our Constitution. And it's just wrong, and it needs to be abolished. So I would just stress that the Premier Burt and Minister Wayne Keynes, they are doing the right thing. And Minister Keynes put it best when he said, "This is what's best for Bermuda."